The death of 50,000 people in Shanghai yesterday has rattled the nation.
A French satellite has tracked an object in space.
Sources are estimating that the tidal wave was 5.
This is CNN live in Florida. We have just learned that NASA is on a full-scale military alert.
They're calling this a global killer.
The government has been very tight-lipped throughout this.
Pentagon is getting involved at this point with some kind of a project involving NASA and perhaps a shuttle mission.
We'll never be able to link the gun to Maroney, so we won't be able to charge him. But the fact that they're trying to kill you means we're getting to them.
I'm glad you're so pleased, Rachel. I'm fine, by the way.
Come on, Harvey. You're Gotham's DA. You're not getting shot at. You're not doing your job right. But, you know, if you said you were rattled, we could take the rest of the day off.
Can't. I dragged the head of the major crimes unit down here.
Oh, Jim Gordon? He's a friend, actually. Try to be nice.
Frankly, the only reason that I made this phone call was out of respect for Charles, on the off chance that you might be related to him. My partner suggested that the best response would be to send a Rule 11 letter and have you sanctioned, but I didn't want to jump to that immediately.
How about you stop trying to rattle my cage and just, respond to the merits?
This is my response, Mr. McGill. You have no good faith basis to threaten any litigation. This is a shakedown, and we both know it. Now, if you push this any further, my hands will be tied. Sorry for interrupting your evening. Enjoy the match.
All right. What if banning was being set up? Who would have the capabilities to pull this off? And who would benefit the most?
Contract company like Salient. Get in on the war machine.
I want to dissect Salient. I want to know what communication is flowing in, flowing out, who they're tapped into, who they're monitoring, everybody. And you know what? Let's go rattle Wade Jennings' cage.
And why did you give him a code red?
I was ordered to give him a code red by the platoon commander of Rifle Security Company Windward, Lieutenant Jonathan James Kendrick.
You're gonna do fine.
You think they'll let us go back to our platoon soon, ma'am?
Absolutely. Do you remember the order of the questions?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And he'll use small words.
Yes.
Because he gets rattled when he doesn't understand something.
Joe.
Austin Artis with a steal. Bounce pass to Bobby Joe Hill. He drives it in for 2. Well, the Miners have really turned it up a notch defensively. Now it looks like Iowa is the team that's struggling. This full court pressure by the Miners really has the Hawkeyes rattled.
Go to the basket, go!
That's about as fast as I can draw and aim and hit anything. More than 10 feet away. Unless it's a barn.
But if he doesn't miss?
Then he'll kill you. Yeah, that's why there's so few dangerous men around like old Bob and like me. It ain't so easy to shoot a man anyhow, especially if some bitch is shooting back at you. I mean, that'll just flat rattle some folks.
There he is, the man of the hour.
Ted, how considerate of you to stop by.
I wish the baby was here already, but I'm sure everyone feels that way.
Good news is always worth waiting for.
Well, Jeannie, remember, don't let your vanity get the best of you. There is nothing wrong with being called Grandma.
Oh.
It's a rattle. You can get it engraved. Ogilvy sent me one when my son was born.
Thank you. What do you want, Ted?
In the 90-degree heat, Solomon Vandy drops to his knees, rattling the wire with his powerful hands.
What?
Nothing.
Do you think I'm exploiting his grief?
You're right. It's shit. It's like one of those infomercials. Little black babies with swollen bellies and flies in their eyes. So here I've got dead mothers, I've got severed limbs, but it's nothing new. And it might be enough to make some people cry if they read it, maybe even write a check. But it's not going to be enough to make it stop. I am sick of writing about victims, but it's all I can fucking do. Because I need facts. I need names. I need dates. I need pictures. I need bank accounts. People back home wouldn't buy a ring if they knew it cost.
Qualifications come to mind. Perhaps a bachelor's degree.
Qualifications, yes. Well, I'm fluent in Latin and Greek, of course. And beyond those, I have an intimate knowledge of the Romance tongues. Italian, French, Spanish, Catalan, and to a lesser degree, Portuguese, Vaudois, Provençal, and other dialects. In the Teutonic branch, I'm familiar with the German, Dutch, Danish, and Flemish. I've specialized in Anglo-Saxon and Meso-Gothic, and have prepared works for publication on both these languages. I also have a useful knowledge of Russian. I have sufficient knowledge of Hebrew and Syriac to read at sight the Old Testament and the Peshitta, and to a lesser degree, Aramaic, Arabic, Coptic, and Phoenician, to the point where it was left by Gesenius. Forgive me rattling on. I'm sure you have questions.
Mr. Murray, a word comes to mind. Clever.